Hi everyone. Have you ever thought about what would be the perfect study routine to get the best results and top your class? So let me tell you, there isn't any specific effective routine that works for everybody. There might be something you can draft along the similar lines, but for everybody, different timings and really just different priorities work out. So, in my honest opinion, every timetable or every routine should be customized according to every student, because once again, every student has different learning patterns. In this video, I'm gonna reveal the routine that I used for 2 years, and I think that really worked out for me. It helped me to get results, and you can also take inspiration from this, or you could work along the same lines, or try something totally different. I'll also be sharing some tips on how you can make and draft your routine and not just copy anyone else's. Here we go. Okay, so this is the overachiever timetable that I followed during the 2 years of my 11th and 12th grade. And as you can see, I was a morning person, so I used to like waking up relatively early at 6 a.m. and starting my day off at that time, because this is the time my brain used to be more fresh and alert. My day used to be split into a total of 5 study sessions, spread out across the day with multiple breaks as well between them. If you find this a little too heavy on studies, you can also make it 4 or 3 study sessions on the day, depending on how much of workload you have. I would really suggest you do make time for social life and also exercise, because that is very important. Now, I used to generally start waking up at 5:30 a.m. because I snooze the alarm multiple times. But if you find 7 hours or 6.5 hours too less for you for sleeping, then you can obviously also change the time you wake up or the time you sleep. And yeah, that was more or less my study timetable. Okay, so that being said, here are the steps that you can follow to make your own timetable according to what suits you better. Have a clear picture of how many hours you want to study in the day. Stay focused and try to complete the goals. Try to study with a Pomodoro timer. Now for me, I discovered this really cute channel on YouTube called Chill Pill Studios, and they have a bunch of assorted Pomodoro timers. So I used to usually use the 15-minute ones, but there are also 30-minute, 45 minutes and 1 hour ones. Remember, time management is key when studying or doing anything productive, so that you don't feel burnt out later on. Last but not the least, take 5 or 10 or 30-minute refreshing breaks. Do what you love during this time, so that your mind doesn't get overexerted or just fatigued by the end of it. There are various things to do in breaks, like you could pursue a hobby. It could be baking, singing, playing an instrument, doing some sport activities, etc. etc. And last but not the least, here are a few tips that you should keep in mind when you are making your timetable or your study schedule. It is so important to be flexible and non-rigid while you are trying to make a study schedule, because there has to be scope for error and there has to be scope for adjustment. Okay, don't make over ambitious or unachievable study routines, because when you can't follow them over a long period of time, it just leads to demotivation. And I've been through this, and it really hurts when you think that you can achieve these many things in the day, and by the end of it, not even half of it is completed. So just make very doable study routines. Prioritize sleep, rest, and recovery, as these are so important. Do not undervalue them. I'm not saying you just never should maybe stay up and study or pull all nighters. It's fine to do them once in a while, but I feel like do study when your mind is the most productive. Okay guys, so that was it for this video, and I hope you guys got some valid information and I wasn't boring y'all. And yeah, see you in the next video. Happy studying. Bye.